Grace, first question. What is your children's book about?
So it's about a little girl that likes all the small things in life. Like she likes puddles. She also likes leaves and small boats on the sea. And she's always by herself because no one else likes these things. Well, she can't find anyone else that does. So she tries to invite her parents to play with her, but they're just really busy, like most adults are. But it's a happy ending because in the end the parents realise that they need this quality time with their daughter, so they surprise her by meeting her in one of these places that she loves to go, and they spend time with her. And it just really teaches children to also love the little things in life, but also teaches the parents at the same time that they need to not take their children for granted and have quality time with them.
Grace, what is your comic book about?
So my comic book's based on a death theme, and it's quite long-winded, but basically there's a haunted house which a spirit is trying to hurt the owners of the house. It ends up having quite a lot of twists in it because a few of the characters that get introduced in the story are linked to the main characters of the spirit and where she came from, how she died, how she got there. So by the end of the story, they find out a way to contact her. They figure out how to make peace with her so she's not haunting this house anymore. It's basically quite long-winded, but it's interesting because of the twist. If it didn't have the twist in, then you kind of wouldn't appreciate it as much because it would just be like any other haunted house story.
What are your inspirations for your children's book?
So from a children's book, I got quite a lot of inspiration from other artists that I found, stuff they drew about children and other children's books, like just sweet and innocent stories that you read to your cousins and like family. You just get to know like what the theme is that they enjoy. So it did sound quite different, but still it relates to their life and what they do.
What are your inspirations for your comic book?
So for my comic book, quite a lot of films and books that I've already made about horror really inspired me. So like Women in Black, The Conjuring, Insidious, quite a lot of films that I like. So I kind of took not the story, but took aspects from that and put it together as one, and obviously changed it to make a unique story for me. So for the Women in Black, the idea of family and a broken family was what I included. The Conjuring I also included was the family aspect, because it was a family home and there's loads of children living there, and also the spirit taking the soul, so the possession in that film. And Insidious was also about the possession and how they take them, and why as well, why spirits do these things. I feel like my story is also quite factual. It gives you information instead of just entertainment. It also tells you things that films lie to you about. So I watched documentaries that is also inspiration. So about portals, which I've included in the end of the story. About how someone gets to be a spirit and how they can be in the dead world.
Finally, how have you made your children's book and your comic book?
I've used Photoshop just to digitally make the comic book and the children's book. Children's book's going to be printed off and include narration, and also as a CD, and also the comic book is not going to be printed off, but there's going to be sounds along with it, so sound effects, which I'll be using Audacity for. Well, being cool with don't know. Don't know what you can say.